You got a timer for blinds?
10 minutes.
25.50 to start?
50, 100. You're on the scan. Yeah, this is on backwards also. 250?
Yep.
Call.
All right, guys, come checking this out. We got MSPT Eric versus Benny Blanco testing up the table here for the final table, doing a little heads up. We'll do some high level GTO analysis here. Benny raising it up on the button with the Jack 2. Eric playing any two cards with the 4-2. Jack 6 Queen on the flop. King of the turn. Eric not slowing down with the absolute nut low here. Let's see if he can put on a river bet, try to get Betty off this Jack. Betty makes the call. Ship it.
You owe me 2.
Yeah, I don't have any hundreds.
You don't have any hundreds
I
at
don't
all?
have any hundreds at all.
Oh, my bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You already put them on.
Gonna be a little tricky. Betty is dealing all the hands and playing. Eric's playing and running action tracker. Big first hand.
Can I see your cards?
Sure, 4 high.
Not even a spade. Wow, that's how bad I am?
Betty breaks all the etiquette, asks to see the cards.
Can't win the first hand, can't win them all.
Ace-5 on the button. Standard race spot for Eric. Betty just saw him triple 3 streets with 2-4 offsuit. Definitely going to give him some action with the 8-6 here.
Check.
King Queen 6. Spot where I'd like Benny to call 1 street. Definitely a good board for Eric to represent a king or queen. Benny makes a good call.
Check.
Eric decides to check back. Benny's showing that he'll call down.
6.
And Benny scoops another one. The Jack's a spot there where, you know, Eric turning some equity with, you know, the Broadway draw and an overcard. I'd like him to keep applying pressure. I bet he's going to have a lot of 6s there. Really hard for him to call down.
Win the first 2.
Benny with the quick needle. Let's go.
Knock it down.
Benny with the Bachelor-inspired hairdo. I like it. 2.5 raise. It's a call back to me and Brandon's match last night. We were calling that the Standard Open. Brandon Temple played excellent. Raise here by Benny. 3 here, bet here by Eric. I like the 3-bet with the Queen Jack suited. Aggression. Really tough spot for Benny to call here.
True.
A little speech play from Eric. Really hard to call here with the King High. Yeah, just.
Finally got him.
Eric put him in a tough spot. 2 overcards, straight and flush redraws. Like the aggression.
Your king high was.
Betty just saw rounders for the first time, so I expect there will be some worm Mike McD quotes for this match. Betty picking up the King 7 again. I don't think Eric's seen a hand he hasn't liked to raise yet. Jack 8 definitely in the raisable range. Good 3-bet by Benny. I like the aggression. Ace King 3. See if Eric reps the ace or decides to check back. Great call by Benny here on the flop.
Check.
See if Eric gives up or realizes Jack High's no good and goes for a bluff. Oh, Benny with the lead out. I kind of would have liked a check there by Benny. A lot of people kind of do that defensively. You know, it's like, oh, he might bet big or whatever. I mean, you can't really, your worst king, you can't really go for value. And I mean, the percent of the time he hit a 9 there is just too low. I would have liked to check there, especially aggressive opponent like Eric, give him an opportunity to bluff there. Either way, not terrible. He went for some value. I mean, Eric's a sicko. Maybe he could have called him with a 6. I don't know. Could be a big one here. Second pair for Eric. Top pair. Good kicker for Benny. Both turn gut shot straight draws, needing each other's cards. Ooh. Gorgeous river for Eric. No way Benny can get away. And Eric's going to swoop a big one.
I think I lost the minimum there. If I raise, you're not folding. Flop. Maybe a turn. Probably not.
Benny looking sharp in our MSPT Classic t-shirt. Available at pop-up shops all over the MSPT tour. You can also pick it up at floptheworld.com. A lot of great poker gear there. If you put in the code SHIPMSPT, we'll take care of the shipping for you. Thanks for checking out the stream, guys. Eric hasn't not raised the button yet. I bet he's, I think, made just about every call. King 4-6. Eric flopping the gut shot. Love to see a bet here. Decides to check back the equity. Eric needs the same 5. Also has a club. Benny's going to check to see if he has a club. He doesn't. Easy fold. Well played, MSPT Eric.
Kids watching?
Alright, school. My youngest might. My wife probably is. My brother is. A couple of buddies.
Shout out.
Check my phone. Probably text me. Like in here, so Ben anyways.
Shots fired.
What's happening, Dave? Right now, he is in the commentary booth. Did you need something? All right, perfect. Yeah, we'll be done here. We're just testing the software right now, so we're just having a fun little heads-up game. We're at 100 right now. So when we're done here, I'll come find you and tell you something. Yeah, we'll be here till. I'll be here till 2 a.m. All right.
Asking about our sweatshirts. All of our sweatshirts are pre-shrunk. High quality, soft style sweatshirts here at Flop the World /MSPT.
They have a microchip. I'm gonna go to 500, and then what I do over here.
Eric raising up to 6-9 suited. Nice.
And now the action's on Benny. And this will show up right now on the internet.
And yeah, Eric's running the action tracker, playing the heads up match, and explaining how the technology works. Doing it all here at the MSPT. Betty makes the call with the 8-6 of hearts.
So it pops up right there for the viewers at home.
Flop the world for MSPT Eric. Second pair, 4 to the flush. Betty betting the 6 here denies some equity. What he thinks could definitely be the best hand. Yeah.
Handle that kind of pressure.
Two big hands. I love the speech play.
He might have diamonds. He's gonna check now.
Eric, knowing he doesn't have diamonds, says he might have diamonds. Calling out his option.
I'm gonna call.
But he can't really fold a 6 here with only one overcard.
What am I gonna do now?
You're probably gonna
Two
bet
pair for Eric.
Check.
I'm gonna go $2,000.
Guess I'll call you.
I've got 2 pair.
You got it.
Don't love the call there from Benny. Yeah, he's got kind of his worst 6. And Eric ships a big one.
Right away. You call. I have the 6 and the 9. There's no point in that hand I was behind. Pre-flop, on the flop, on the turn. There's no point in that hand I was behind.
Really?
And he's absolutely right. Takes a commanding lead. That's happens. You both hit second pair.
It doesn't have any cards on it.
Eric a lot quieter when he's behind. When he's got the chip lead. He's got some chirping chips.
That the cards have been-
Don't give up, Betty. Get it in good. Let's double up.
It's a 15-minute delay, so they won't see it for 15 minutes yet. See, so I'm in for 200. He's in for 100.
Raise.
What I'm seeing right now is real time, but this whole thing is on a
Benny raising it up with the king queen. Let's see if Eric could find a fold here with jack 6. Definitely might be one I'd put in my folding range against. And he does. Playing well.
gather the cards in and next. Yep. Nope. It's because, no, I have an exact number. As I'm typing it in, the computer keeps track of it. So when the game starts, I get an exact count from all the players at the final table, and then
Eric giving a college course breakdown. RFID table.
I track all
Action
that.
tracker.
So at home, you can sit and watch it, but then it calculates everything.
Behind the curtain look. The final table.
No, not like not in the game, but between on breaks and stuff.
Eric with a jack 2 suited.
Like that.
Raising
But,
just about every suited combination. I think Eric will not disappoint me as well.
You know, you can't do that because first of all, we don't do that. Second of all, what I do, if I click something, whatever's on the table is accurate. Whatever I type in is usually accurate, but because I'm pretty good at this, but if I type in the wrong number, if I hear the wrong
A
number,
little humble brag there. Maybe not so humble. Well, he said pretty good.
said 200 or whatever, and I type in the wrong number, my number might be wrong.
Benny not amused at the breakdown of how everything works.
Exactly. I'm going to raise the 500.
And Benny let going of my favorite hand in blackjack, the 7-4 double down combination.
They do. They turn blue. So watch this. Right now they're yellow. Watch me when I put my cards over it. It'll turn blue to let me know that it's red. Yep. I don't know what the cards are, but
Like to see Benny look for some 3-bet jam spots here with a stack depth. Still has enough chips to put a dent in Eric, who's not going to want to, give up his chip lead, but kind of the risk is well worth the reward for Benny to get his chips in any hand he thinks is good at the time or has removal.
Yep. We have an ability to rabbit hunt, but it messes up the game, so we don't do it. I'm gonna bet 500. 2,000?
15.
2,000? Oh, okay.
Good value bet here by Benny with top pair.
So it's like, never mind, doesn't matter. He missed. It's still good to know that. I mean, I would like to see that. But yeah, there's an updated software where it will let you rabbit hunt. But what happens is when the hand's over and I'm waiting to go on to the next hand, it's waiting to do the rabbit hunt every time. I'm like, I don't care. Let's go on to the next hand.
What do you think, guys? Should we start doing a rabbit hunt on MSPT final tables? I know a couple players that would like that. A couple players would put on absolute monkey tilt if they had to watch what would have happened.
Okay.
Benny raising it up here with the 7-8, 7-5 king. Definitely want to have some second pairs in my check back range. With the pair as low as a 7, the nice and equity is fine. Benny picks it up.
All right. You're not playing the satellite. You're going to play the 1-8? Right. You play satellite yesterday? Get through?
69 big blinds, nice for MSPT Eric. Benny at 31 bigs.
I love when it's floppy cash game. What's that? I have not played at the Bellagio in a long time.
Not played the Bellagio in a long time means not played ever. Eric with queen 6 of clubs. I look for him to raise here, and if I was Benny, I'd look to try to get it in with the 9-9. Definitely want to 3-bet this hand out of position. He could have a smaller sizing, try to price Eric into a pre-flop bet, and then just pile the rest on almost any flop. With the stack depth, it's one I'm trying to get in. I don't think Eric can call a jam, but playing out of position on just a call with 9-9 is just not profitable at all. Benny thinking about it. There we go. Like the 3-bet. All right, gets a call here. I mean, on any other flop other than maybe ace, king, queen exactly, I think Benny's got to get the rest of the chips in on the flop.
Or continue to get lucky.
Super unlucky flop there with the queen. I don't think Benny can fold here. Eric's never folding top pair. I don't think any version of his folding top pair.
How do I flop top pair and fold?
You got it, you got it.
Unlucky flop for Benny. I actually really like how he played it. If he would have had 20 bigs, I would have liked him to get it in all pre-flop. With 35, I think it's good to get the price. Got the call from queen 6, only one over card. He's going with the 9s.
All weekend, you know?
Betty, give him a little needle. Want to keep him happy. Didn't want a sad guy. Actually, really great match. I thought they both played well. Their sizing was good. Eric was so aggressive. He could have maybe been exploited a little bit. More importantly, MSPT shirt looks good. Bachelor haircut style looks good. We're going to sell some Flopping World gear. Thank you guys for checking us out. Make sure to tune in for our final table broadcast. And check out updates all weekend long. You can check us out on Snapchat, MSPT Poker, as well as MSPTpoker.com for all of our hand updates and up-to-the-moment updates, players' interviews, and things like that. All right. Talk to you guys soon.